Welcome back to Renegade GCM. Today we have gameplay with Bonney versus Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard, in the OP09 meta. So let's get into this. Opponent chooses to go first. We take a mulligan here. Not really much of a better hand, but that's the gamble here. So we're going to get our 2 Dawn. We're going to play Jewelry Bonney, resting it. Grabbing a Supernova here. Not really many options here either. We can grab the Killer, or we can grab the Basil Hawkins. We're going to grab the Basil Hawkins. Just passing it back to the opponent. Basil's give us a blocker and kind of a little bit harder for the opponent to remove. They're going to go 5 with their Teach into our Bonney character, which is fine. They're going to play Doc Q. Kind of weird they didn't just play Doc Q first and then get rid of the Bonney that way. They could have pressured life, but it is what it is. Alright, back to us. We're at 4 Dawn here. Don't really have much of an option, so we're just going to put 3 on Bonney and go 8 into 5 here, leaving 1 open Dawn to use our leader effect. Just passing it back to the opponent. So we have a couple 2Ks, a couple blockers, a couple top end. Opponent's going to put 1 Dawn on their leader, go 6 into 5 here. Going to use our leader effect just to rest the Doc Q and give them a 2K counter out. They're going to play out Laboon. So Laboon and Doc Q is a really good combination for the opponent. Alright, so we have 6 Dawn here. We're going to deploy out the Cavendish, getting 2 Dawn back. We're going to use 2 for our Doc Quixote Razanati blocker, and then just pressure 5 into the Doc Q with leader. They give that up, and we leave 1 open Dawn for leader effect. So Teach, the opponent here has yet to use its leader effects, but they did use the Shotgun Finger Gun to get rid of our Cavendish. They're going to play out a Stronger here. That card, I don't really like that card too much, but they did trash to get -2. And then they Doc Q to remove the Don Quixote Razanati. The Stronger I prefer just as a 2K in hand, but I mean it does have utility, I guess. So now they have the leader swing and they have Laboon still that can swing. Well, they get 1 because we're going to use leader effect here to rest Laboon. We're just going to take that hit. So here they're going to stop our on play ability, which we're at 8 Dawn here. So we're going to put... Really don't. I mean, we just got some blockers and some 2Ks. So we're going to put 1 on leader and go 6 into Doc Q. And then we're going to play out the Basil Hawkins and leaving 1 open Dawn for leader effect. So we have 3 2Ks in hand. We have another Basil Hawkins, a 9-drop Shanks, and a 10-drop Doflamingo. So we're getting into the late game here. But against Blackbeard, they're probably going to start shutting off our on plays moving forward into the game. Because about the first 8 Dawn, it's not really too relevant. I mean, we do have Carrot that can do stuff, but... What's going on? Let's see. So they just black hole just automatically. So here they're going to rest the Laboon, play out the Jack, so that they can get rid of the Basil Hawkins, and we're not going to be able to use its effect. We could rest one of the opponent's characters instead. So we're just going to have to let it go, because they are both rested. So they have a 7K swing here into life. No point using card action. We can give them 2Ks if we want, but we'll take that hit. They already black holed, so they already used their opponent's. So they did it again. Okay. So they used the ability twice, which is kind of weird. So we're going to use our Hody Jones here, which we'll still be able to give. It has rush, so 8 and a 5 here into the Laboon. And then we have 3 open Dawn. We're going to play. Just going to chip 5 right here. See what happens first. We could have pressured the Jack, but I think getting the Laboon out is a little bit more of a high priority because it gives the -4 cost. So Jack can still like get rid of Killer, but I don't know. There might have been reason to go for the Jack first. I mean, here they did play another Laboon, so it doesn't really matter. So they're gonna rest their Laboon to give our Hody -4, and then Jack's gonna rest and KO our Hody. So the opponent's making good use of their characters, so we can't utilize our leader effect, so the opponent's playing it very well. So they leave themselves 5 open Dawn, so they're going to go 6 into 5 here. No reason to use card effect, and that's a 2k, so we'll give them those 2k. So they have 5 open Dawn here, they can play, because they're going to play Brook, okay. Alright, so now we have the 8-drop Kid, but they did not hit us with the opponent, did not hit us with leader effect. So we're going to take advantage of that, locking down Laboon, Jack, and their leader. And we're going to just pressure the Laboon here. They let that go. 3 cards in hand. So they might have a lot of events in hand or the 10 drop. So they're going to play another Jack here. They're going to rest to get rid of our killer, it looks like. Yep. So they have a Brook swing if they want it for 7k. So they're going to shut off the on-play abilities now. I'm not sure why they put one on the leader. Probably a misclick. So they have 2 cards in hand, 2 open Dawn, and a Brook that could swing for 6k. Which is fine because we have a 2k in hand. They just pass it over to us, so we're going to draw. They did shut off our on play. So we're going to pressure one of the Jacks here, 10 into 8. Okay, so they countered out. It's pretty good. Dragon Claw. Okay. So they did black hole us here. Debating if we want to play. We're going to play out the Kid here. I'm just going to put 1 on it. Rest it. Choose no targets. Even though, well, maybe. No, we're actually going to. We're going to use the ISO. But I couldn't use the on play. That's what I was debating about at first. But then I was like, oh, might as well get another body on field. Because I was going to be able to rest the Brook, but they did shut off our on plays here. So either way, that one could have stayed in hand as a 2k. Probably better to do it that way. So here comes Laboon. So with what they have in the field, they can rest the Laboon to give the Kid -4. Then Brook can swing, giving it -1. Or they can play 2 Laboons. That works too. Okay, so they're going to rest both of the Laboons. Oh, wait, this way Brook takes it out, I guess. We're gonna rest a jack here. They can't pressure the Doflamingo. They got an 8K swing and a 5K. They're gonna 5 him to life here. We're gonna give him the 1K carrot. And they have an 8K swing if they want to take it. There's really no reason for them not to swing because even Doflamingo pressuring back, just depends if they want to use leader effect. So they don't swing and they don't use leader effect, which is kind of good. Oh, we got another 10 drop Doflamingo. So we're debating here. We're just going to pressure. I think we're going to pressure game here. We can go 7 and a 5 here. They can't counter that. So they're going to use their search event. So they still have one card in hand, and they got a 1K counter off the Van Augur. So we're going to pressure 8 here. And then we're going to go 13 into life with our Doflamingo here. So we seen an opportunity where they didn't have the blocker. They had one card in hand. So we just figured go for game here instead of prolonging it with like another Doflamingo or Shanks. But yeah, Bonney was able to play through where the opponent didn't use the leader effect. We were able to capitalize with the Doflamingo, constantly applying pressure to their board. But yeah, Bonney did pretty good. This is the OP09 meta. We'll have to see if OP010 gives Bonney any more tools. I know Blackbeard does. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.